Here's a bonus. I just wanted to teach you 10 power words to boost your pulling power. Copywriting is like it's seduction. Okay, it's pulling. It's not pushing, which I consider selling, right? It's pushing. Being pushy, right? That's sales. People don't like to be sold. They love to buy. That's what my friend Jeffrey Gitomer says, and it's true. And so what if there were power words to pull and seduce people ethically into your world or into your offer? Well, the story behind these 10 words came about over 70 years ago. A guy by the name of Victor Schwab, world-class copywriter. He wrote the headline, How to Win Friends and Influence People. That headline for Dale Carnegie ended up becoming a best-selling book, which hundreds of thousands of copies are sold without any promotion. You know, that and Think and Grow Rich and a few others, Psycho-Cybernetics, they're sold year after year. Why? Because the content is so good. It's an audio format, it's written format, probably video somewhere. But what Vic did is he wrote that headline, and Vic was a great copywriter, which I've just demonstrated, right? Because he wrote How to Win Friends and Influence People. That was his headline, which turned into a book, and then it's turned into a whole training many years after Dale Carnegie's death. Well, Vic, one year, put together a research project to say, what are the most influential words? So he looked at his best ads. He looked at his failing ads. He looked at his best ads that he had put together and other ads. And he found 10 words that came up again and again and again. Now, there's a story to these 10. I could just show you the 10, but I want to seduce you and get your attention. Are you getting this? I'm demonstrating for you right now. I'm teasing you so that you see the value of these 10 words, because otherwise, if I just put them up, I don't believe you've earned the right to see how important they are, and I want you to utilize them. And so the 10 power words to boost pulling power is the result of Vic Schwab, the copywriter who wrote How to Win Friends and Influence People. He researched and he found that these are the 10 most powerful words. And I think this research has been done again and one more time, and the same sequence of the 10 most powerful words in copywriting, not literary copy, not in a nonfiction book, but when you're trying to influence someone, applying psychology to sell something, to take advantage of an offer or something, that's copywriting. These are the words you want to use. Here they are. It's you. That's number one. Number one, always speak in the second person. There's no we there. It's you. And number two, look at this. Your. What a difference an R makes, right? Your. How. Number three, how. 4 is these. And with these, it's also this. Number 5 is who. Number 6 is money. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Number 7 is new. 8 is people. 9 is want. And 10 is why. Why made the list. These are the most ethically influential words in copywriting. Now that you know that, it's no longer a secret. Make sure that your copywriting, your videos, have that in them. How many times do I say your or you? How many times do I say money? You'll make lots of money, big money, if you utilize those words. I'll give you some examples of how the power words are used. So how to win friends and influence people, right? People and how. And how about this one? This is an ad that lasted 40 years. Do you make these mistakes in English? Now, you and these. Now, here's an interesting thing. This was to sell an English course. But this word, these, was not there initially. They tested, do you make mistakes in English? And that headline failed. And all the English courses that were taught, the name escapes me, but if you Google, do you make these mistakes in English, you'll see the gentleman who came up with the course. And I don't know who wrote the copy. I think it may have been Maxwell Sackheim, but I may be wrong. Vic Schwab, by the way, was a protege of Maxwell Sackheim. He started the Book of the Month Club. So if you get continuity, it's because of he's your root teacher and reason for all that. You got to study copywriters because there's so much wisdom there. One of my favorite copywriter is Gary Ben-Savenga. You may not have heard of him, but you've seen his stuff. If you've ever gotten the Magalog in the mail, which looks like a magazine, but it's really an ad, then you've seen Gary's work. Eugene Schwartz, one of my all-time favorite copywriters who ever lived. He's no longer with us, but his spirit lives on. His wife is still living, and I have a good friend who has a lot of his intellectual property, and sells it. So do you make these mistakes in English? The moment they put these, people would start reading the ad and they want to see what mistakes could I be making. So these, very powerful word. Here's another example. Who else wants to lose 10 pounds in just 7 days? Okay. Who else wants to learn Italian in just 3 weeks? Who else wants to benefit in time? Okay. This is a template, but the power words are who and wants. That's from that 10 power word list.